Hello and welcome to Alongside Lauren. I'm Lauren and I'm so glad that we get to hang out for a little bit in my kitchen this afternoon while I try and get some bits and pieces prepared for our week this coming week. We are going to be dining on black bean-ish enchiladas because I'm not using black beans and I'm also adding pork. So I've made the enchilada sauce and I'm now just going to grate some cheese. So we've got a little bit of a sort of leftover cheese that we had from a cheese board this week. It's like a mango and macadamia cheese, which I'm sure will be perfectly fine with the not black bean enchiladas. But we shall see what we shall see while that grates away. You know, just a very quiet grate. Nothing too loud at all. Perfection. So I'll just pop that to the side while we continue. I am, very unusually for me, working to a bit of a time constraint. We've got people coming in any tick of the clock. It's been a bit of a busy day here, which is fantastic. Oh, I need to get an onion. I'll be back in just a tick. Just talk amongst yourselves for a second. But Heath and I did the bridge to Brisbane this morning, which was fantastic. And we've sort of enjoyed the opportunity to chill out a little bit this afternoon. And there's just something about chilling out that means that I end up trying to do way too many things in way too short a period of time. So we're just going to add in an onion. And I think I need to add in some capsicum as well. You would think, given time constraints, that I would try to be a little bit more organised, but there we are.
Speaking of being organised, hi there everyone. I am Heath, Lauren's sous chef and husband. All right.
Dishwasher is ready to be unpacked.
Yeah, I thought that might be the case.
I did start, sorry.
I'm trying to do that while you're chugging away, but let me know what you'd like me to do.
I'm hastily peeling an onion.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you want to pour us a wine.
Ooh,
That's an important,
like a very important job right now.
a very important job.
Yes.
So yes.
Sorry if the stream seemed a little bit shaky to start with. I hopefully have resolved that. But no comments today, sorry. No comments.
Is that because you've done something really offensive, so you've made sure that there's no comments about
something like that
available?
Okay. I'm guessing the wine is coming from over here.
Well, we've got some red wine open, but we can get a freshie if you want. Freshie it is.
If we've already got something open, we'll crack into that.
Whoop.
So what have you got going on in there?
Well, I've got an onion.
Mm.
I'm going to add in a couple of garlic cloves. I had a bit of a fail as I was getting the enchilada sauce. Oh, we'll use them for white wine for lunch. That'll be fun.
Nah, we'll get some freshies.
Anyway, I got confused with my piles, and I put the garlic peelings into the Thermomix. Fortunately, I only had put in like some onion and chili, and I hadn't smushed it up yet, so I was able to kind of like fish them out and then sort out the garlic peeling. But
lucky break. Lucky break.
It's always the way that it goes when you're trying to do something in a hurry as well.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. All right, give me a cheers.
Give me a cheers.
Sunday afternoon, cheers. It's a very rich one. Okay.
Well, thank you for unpacking the dishwasher.
Oh, well, I made a start.
Thank you for starting unpacking
Then-
the dishwasher. That
then
just makes it
decided-
sound like I'm being really passive aggressive.
Then decided it was going to be a bit tricky, but we'll see how we go. So, what is the enchilada filling?
Well,
What are you going
I
for?
am using pigeon peas, which you actually thought were black beans.
They look a whole lot like black beans, I will say. Not sure if we'll be able to show you guys.
No, so they're Aussie. They are Aussie grown, which I was a bit excited about.
Yeah, okay.
And so I bought them dried just from our local Indian grocer because I always love checking the Indian grocer out for some different like sort of recipe ideas or like
Can you
different
bring
sort
one
of.
over and just
Oh,
show
yeah.
us if you've got like a spare? Be really keen to see it.
So they kind of look like a cross between a black bean and like a lentil
Yeah,
almost.
okay. They're quite small.
Yeah, they are quite small.
Yeah.
So I I sort of cooked them a little bit earlier today.
Yeah, righto.
It is more time consuming. And honestly, like your tinned ones are brilliant for a sort of quick
Like a quick and easy.
and easy option for
Yeah. But if you've planned it and you're
Yeah.
you're a
I'm a bit of a
planner,
planner.
You're a bit of a planner.
I don't want to
Oh.
sort of get too far ahead of myself because I'm a planner who's running late.
You're but if you've planned it, it's not too hard, right?
Yeah, correct.
You just soak them
Yep.
and leave them.
Yeah. So it's about 2 tins worth of tomatoes, and I'll add in some of the enchilada sauce.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit more.
I'm going to clear a few things away. So we've had a pretty busy time, and that's why I've been away for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Life's been a bit hectic. But it
But that's
is
all good.
nice.
It is nice to.
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry about that horrible noise. We really always forgetting to warn you.
I know it's horrible, but it is also the sound of dinner.
It is the sound of preparation. You're done with this one, aren't you?
Ah, yeah. And
Hello. We're currently live
we just had a
streaming.
guest arrive.
So Kerry's here. She can set herself up somewhere and we'll keep at it for a little bit longer. Come on in.
Yep.
Hello.
Hello. So we've just got the enchilada mix. We're going to add in some capsicum and corn, as well as some pork roast.
All right. So let's take a look.
At me slicing pork roast.
Yeah.
Oof. So I actually have absolutely no idea when we consumed this.
It-
But I froze it, so don't be
yeah,
alarmed.
It's still good, right? It's still good. And then what have we got over here?
That's grated cheese.
Okay. All right. But grated in the Thermomix.
Yeah.
That's why it looks a bit funny. And some
Yeah.
capsicum.
Yep.
Cool. And as I
Corn.
was saying, some corn. Cool. Just some frozen corn. All right. Very nice. Okay. I can cut the capsicum up for you.
Sounds
Would
good.
that be helpful?
That would be great. Just add in the roast.
So the pork that you found there.
Why
was
are
it
you
pork?
using a bread knife?
Oh, because I couldn't find a good knife.
Oh my gosh.
It's all good. The pork that you found.
Yeah,
Was it a roast? An
it
old
was.
roast?
It was. I prefer probably not use the term old, but yes.
Sure. Yeah. So you just froze it?
Yes, it was the pork formerly known as roast. And I had just frozen it because we only had a little bit left that wasn't quite enough to warrant another meal and a little bit too much for one serving.
So it provided you with an opportunity to make a second meal out of it, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, which means that technically I'm not feeding you a vegetarian meal for the entire week.
Got a couple of sneaky seeds there still, so
all right.
it didn't want to separate very well.
Ooh. It's a great thing to do over the expensive glassware, Lauren.
Okay.
I reckon we might just get the filling done,
Yep.
and then I might look at rolling them later. You reckon?
Sure. Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan. All right. What's the plan for the filling? As in, does it get blended? Does it get
Well, it's
chopped
already
up?
been partially blended, so it'll just get sort of smushed together a little
Have a
bit
look at
more.
So what is in there at the moment?
Enchilada sauce, onion, garlic, and the pigeon peas I had cooked. Unfortunately, it will taste a lot better than it actually looks right now. It's not the most appetizing
Oh,
of
look,
things.
yeah, there's some mushy bits in there, that's for sure. But like you say, once it's all blended up and put in,
And
And
then,
rolled up.
instead of using tortillas, I have got mountain bread
okay,
that we bought for the purpose of using it for salad wraps. And they were not structurally sound for salad wraps, so they will be
No.
getting used for the enchiladas.
that is true.
And just
So how
adding
much corn do you reckon?
200 grams.
And how much cheese is that?
263 grams because that's how much corn I've got
Okay,
left.
Great.
And that's about 80 grams.
Cool.
Salt. Or veggie stock powder.
Okay. And how much veggie stock powder are we talking? Winging it as usual.
Yeah, I reckon half a tablespoon. Let's see if that increases anyone's blood pressure.
Who knows? Who knows?
And then a further smush for 20 seconds. Whoa.
Okay, so once that's all blended up, you're going to lay down the
The wraps.
wraps. You're
Yep.
going to put all of the filling down.
Yep. Well, because I will put
Yeah.
it in and then roll them
And
up.
roll it up.
Put the
Yep.
enchilada sauce on the bottom,
Yes.
and then put the rolled enchiladas in there.
Got it.
Top it with some more enchilada sauce and
Uh-huh.
cheese,
Okay.
and then bake it for magic.
All right. Great. Cool.
So we'll see how the mix looks. It looks like nothing's happened.
It's. Yeah, it didn't blend, did it?
That's all right.
Give it another round.
The bits down the bottom got more smushed, which is excellent.
Great. All right, so you're giving it a good stir.
Just
Which is
give it a really good stir. I think it might actually need a little bit more sauce.
Just to make it a bit more
I think so.
mobile.
Mixable.
cool. All right.
Brilliant.
So last week we got to head to. No, I'm getting myself confused. The week before last,
We did.
We headed to the Granite Belt, or
We did. Stanthorpe,
to Stanthorpe
Girraween.
and to Girraween, which is just a little bit outside of Stanthorpe, and we went hiking. So we managed to do about 56 or 57 kilometres, I think, in 2 days, and it was all mountain climbing, so it was absolutely exhausting. But
Yes, it was.
we dehydrated our food in advance.
And
so
ourselves during the process of
dehydrated
walking.
ourselves. Yep, we did both of those things, but we dehydrated our food.
We
and,
did.
it was excellent. We had nachos, kind of.
We
Kind of
did.
like nachos.
We had nachos. We also had an
Yep.
entree of spicy tomato soup because
because
I woefully overestimated how much.
how much liquid we
Liquid
would
to add
need
in?
to rehydrate the mince mix. And so we ended up with a heap of liquid, but the good thing is that
Spicy
it ended
tomato
up being a
soup.
spicy soup. So
An
we had
amazing
entrees,
entree.
and then we had Whittaker's peanut chocolate bars for dessert.
The most amazing thing I think
sitting
I've
around
ever
a
eaten.
fire,
It was
and
fabulous.
It was actually a pretty good night.
It was a
pretty good
great night.
and a good way to relax because we had another big day ahead of us. Yes.
So we've got more guests arriving,
More
so we
guests.
might look at
Yep.
putting the enchilada mix aside and sorting this out a little bit later because I'm terribly organised. So we look forward to catching up and doing this all again next week. Who knows, we might have a couple more surprise visitors as well on Alongside Lauren.